The short answer is Emperor Gigantors. But yeah, this isn't actually simple enough that I can just answer this in a single sentence, so... Mystery Crystals have been given out as a rare reward here and there in the past, usually during a weekly event. Of course, even after the events have passed, there are still several Chronicle battles that continue to feature them as a reward. So now that they finally have a use, you might finally be motivated enough to get them. But yeah, what do they do? Well, you can exchange them for the ability to give a 7-star a vision card, or a single Emperor Gigantor. The 7-star thing is literally what I just said. Why are you using it on Reagan? While Emperor Gigantors will raise a unit's maximum level by 1. This can go up by 10 levels, meaning your unit can then go up to level 130. This also means you need 10 Mystery Crystals if you want to raise one unit all the way there, which, yeah. So before we gush about the amazingness of a level 130 Rizer, let's get the whole vision card thing out of the way. In the Japanese server, unlocking a 7-stars vision card usually also gives them access to some bonus effects. These are super cool, but since it hasn't been implemented in the global version, who cares? Furthermore, how many 7-stars have you actually used? I mean, how many of them that couldn't be replaced? Personally, I've used Rizer, like the regular one, much more than a single 7-star. Off the top of my head though, likely standouts are Sylvie, Rivera, Mastermind Zon, Avalanche's Jessie, Biggs and Wedge, Poppy, Conch, Loyal Knight Steiner, and Realm. Giving them a vision card could definitely help them, but then you compare this option with the other. Honestly, you deliberately choose to use a limited resource on an investment that's comparatively meager. This becomes especially prevalent with Clash of Wills, where you're much more inclined to use a Neo Vision unit anyways. And then we even get to the removal part, where apparently it costs 500 lapis to do so. Okay, level 130. So what does it actually do? Think of it like the door enhancement units, where they're used to raise a unit's stat count. But well, in this case, it's the level. Each extra level will raise the unit's base stats by 1%, plus something called the level correction modifier, which is used to calculate damage. Now it should be noted that these base stats are the basis stats, meaning it's for the stats at EX0. Long story short, use them on damage dealers. Now the question is, which one? I could go through each unit and calculate their base stats and their overall gain, but I also don't feel like it, as this isn't a case where you should need to use math. After all, damage dealers are the one row that constantly gets replaced in this game, so it ultimately becomes a game of guessing the best investment. For example, currently, there are several notable standouts. Lara Croft, whose 90% defense break sees much use in both Clash of Wills and Dark Visions, flexible damage dealers like Groff and Stormseeker Esther, or units who get exceptionally better, such as Dragoon Kane or Angela. Then there's the premium units, who you might raise in order to convince yourself they were worth it, but honestly, yeah, sure, that works out too. Ultimately, mathematically speaking, at the moment it's actually Groff who benefit most from extra level caps, as his base stats and scaling are literally just both different. Still, damage dealers do get replaced, as new units continue to enter the game. So if you want to really play it safe, just don't use these Mystery Crystals and wait for the game to end. Then just use them on the strongest character, and well, I guess you have the last laugh. Congrats! If you do want to use them but then realize you made a mistake, then you've got something called a Rizer Gigantor, which will then return the Emperor Gigantors you used. Personally, I'll be using these on Rizer, as if you thought I'd actually hesitate. I would have used them on the regular one, but yeah, they don't let you. Stupid game.